Good morning, dear children. What do you see in the picture? A stressed woman. A woman is having burden of work. A man who is irritated by noise pollution. A place with pollution and smoke, and a crowded place. All these things and situations make us sick and unhealthy. We want to live in such place where we can get calm and peace. This is a peaceful place. We want to live in such places to maintain our health. Let us start our topic. Why do we fall ill? Before starting my chapter, I am going to tell you about the learning outcomes. At the end of this chapter, you will be able to understand about health and ways to maintain health. Also understand the difference between the terms healthy and disease free. You can understand the common symptoms of some diseases and the difference between acute chronic diseases and infectious non-infectious diseases with their examples. Let us start our topic. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. But when health is lost, everything is lost. Health is wealth. This shows the importance of health in our life. What is health? Health is the state of physical, mental and social well-being. Physical well-being means a person is not having any disease. Mental well-being means a person is not under stress or depression. And social well-being means he is good citizen in the society. He is not a problem for the society. So health is the state of mentally, physically and socially fit person. We can maintain our health by taking balanced diet, by doing regular exercise, by taking care of personal hygiene, live happily with our family and friends, to get sound sleep, and also stay away from stress and depression. These are the ways to maintain our health. The characteristics of a person having good health is free of sickness and diseases, is not having any anxiety, he is self-confident person, he can do his work efficiently. Now our next topic is personal and community health. Both depend on each other. To maintain this type of health, keep yourself and your surroundings clean. Proper disposal of garbage. Regular supply of clean drinking water. Provision of vaccination against number of diseases will maintain our personal and community health. Sometimes people think that healthy and disease free are the same things. But no, there is some difference between the term healthy and disease free. Healthy means a state of physical, mental and social well-being, but disease free means it is the state of absence from diseases. Healthy refers to the individual physical and social environment, but disease free refers only to the individual. Healthy refers to individual has a good health. Disease free is it means the person may have good health or may have poor health, but he is not having any disease. Now what is disease? Disease is a particular abnormal condition that affects our function of our body part or the whole body. When a person affected by disease, either the normal functioning or the appearance of one or more symptoms in the body changes for the worse. These changes give rise to sign of the disease. They are called symptoms. On the basis of symptoms, the physician look for the signs of particular disease and conduct tests to confirm the disease. These are some common causes of disease. Attack of pathogens. Pathogens are disease causing organisms, bacteria, fungi, virus, etc. Lack of balanced diet, lack of public health services, and genetics defects. Genetic defects means defects related to genes. Pathogens are the external agents which cause disease. They are harmful microbes like bacteria, fungi, virus, and protozoa. Look at the screen. Can you identify these microorganisms? Yes, it is a bacteria. Bacteria found everywhere. All bacteria are not harmful. Some are useful also, help in digestion, nitrogen fixation, etc. But some bacteria spread some diseases like cholera, tuberculosis, and typhoid. This picture you must have seen in the television, newspaper, or magazine in these days. Yes, this picture belongs to coronavirus or the term virus. Next microorganism is virus. Viruses are those microorganisms which are always harmful. They are non-living outside, but when they enter in the body of any living organism, they make it host and start replicating by using the machinery of host organism, and now they become living. These viruses spread some dangerous diseases like AIDS, corona, dengue fever, etc. And these diseases can be chronic diseases also. This is fungi, microorganism which is eukaryotic. They depend on dead and decaying matter. These are saprophytic in nature. Skin infection, ringworm, they are the common diseases caused by fungi. Look at the picture of some animals which are also responsible to spread some diseases: cockroach, housefly, mouse, and mosquitoes. Do you know? These are known as vectors. So those organisms which carry pathogen from host to the recipient called vector. Host is the person from which it carry the disease, and the recipient is the healthy person in which it give the pathogens of the disease. Mosquito, rats, mice, they are the common vectors of some common diseases. These are some symptoms of diseases commonly observed like fever, diarrhea, fatigue, muscle ache, or coughing. Common diseases in children are chickenpox, cough, cold, ear infection, diarrhea and vomiting, fever, food allergies, measles, rubella, whooping cough, etc. In these days, we are using social media so much. This also affects our mental health by disturbing our work, by disturbing us, or we spend more time in using social media. A feeling of anxiety and depression also felt by the people who is using social media for long time. Now coming to the new topic, types of diseases. There are some different type of diseases: acute, chronic, infectious and non-infectious diseases. Acute diseases are those diseases which last for very small time, like common cold. They come very fast but they have no side effects on our body, like cough, cold, influenza. Chronic diseases are caused major effects on our body. When we get infected with the chronic disease like tuberculosis, our lungs get damaged. We lose weight and feel tired all the time. These are the long term effects of TB or tuberculosis. So chronic diseases are drastic long term effect on our health as comparison to the acute diseases. Chronic diseases are like HIV, AIDS, cancer, tuberculosis, etc. Here is the difference between acute and chronic diseases. Acute diseases last for short time. Chronic diseases are long-term diseases. Acute diseases have no side effect or less side effect. These come very fast and recover quickly. And in chronic diseases, side effects are more. It takes long time to recover, and these diseases may not recover completely also. Identify these situations. Yes, you are right. These are the ways of spreading some diseases or infection: by drinking unclean or dirty water, by shaking hands. Some viruses or microorganisms can transmit to the other person. When we speak, cough or sneeze, some microorganisms they may enter in the body of others. These are called infectious diseases which spread from one person to the another person. They are caused by microorganisms such as virus, bacteria, fungi, parasites, and they can spread between the individuals. Non-infectious diseases which are not caused by infectious agents, they are mostly internal. Some type of cancers are caused by genetic abnormality, high blood pressure caused by excessive weight and lack of exercise. These are non-infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are also called communicable diseases, spread from one person to another. But non-infectious diseases cannot spread from one person to another. Infectious diseases are caused by pathogens, and non-infectious diseases are caused by such factors like environment, lifestyle, or genetics. Infection is transmitted through direct or through medium. It is here no transmission of infection in non-infectious disease. Example of infectious disease are cold, influenza, chickenpox, measles, and in these days corona. Non-infectious diseases are hemophilia, skin cancer, or some other diseases. We are having such a lifestyle that we are getting some diseases like obesity or high blood pressure, heart related disease, poor digestion, etc. These are related with our poor or unhealthy lifestyle. We should maintain our health by getting some important things like regular exercise, taking balanced diet or eating balanced diet, doing yoga regularly. These things will maintain our health. So students, hope you can tell us now. You are able to tell us about health and diseases. You know the difference between healthy and disease-free terms. You know the cause and symptoms of diseases and the ways to maintain health. Here is a CCT question for you. Read the paragraph and then give the answers. What is coronavirus? It is a virus belong to the family virus called coronavirus. Crown like spikes on the surface. It infects mostly bats, pigs and some mammals. But they mutate easily and can jump from animals to human and from one human to another. In recent years, they have become a growing player in the infectious disease outbreak worldwide. 7 strains are known to infect humans, including new virus causing illness in the respiratory tract. 4 of those strains cause common cold. 2 others by contact. They rank from deadliest human infection, severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS, or Middle East respiratory syndrome. Now, give me answer of these questions. The virus SARS-CoV-2 belongs to the group of. Second question, the symptom of coronavirus includes. Read the options and tell the answers. How did virus jump from animal to human? These days we are advising you to wash your hands frequently or stay away from person if he is suffering from influenza like symptom. Why? Why surgical masks are always not effective in preventing droplet infection? Explain this statement. Students, here is your homework assignment. After doing this topic, please do this work in your science notebook. The questions are: when a person said to be healthy? What are the symptoms because of you will visit a doctor and why? Third question, cancer belongs to which type of disease? Question 4, ringworm disease is caused due to which microorganism? Question 5, which animal play the role of vector for malaria? Question number 6, how do vaccination help us to prevent from diseases? What is the difference between infectious and non-infectious disease? Question 8, how do our health affected by social media? Question 9, what are the ways to prevent from dengue? And the last question is, what is the importance of good immune system? Okay students, here is a project related to this chapter. Collect the information about importance of immunization for maintaining health. Thank you very much. Thanks.